typical recording. Not really what I intended to do. What I meant to do was hit this button to go to the live cam. Hello everyone, this is FilibusterFox, and I am streaming live League of Legends. It is 7 PM Pacific, midnight Eastern, 11 Central Time, in case you were curious what time it was where I am. But I figure Pacific and Eastern are a little easier for most everyone to get their time zones from. Anyways, it is that time of day once again at twitch.tv/FilibusterFox. And I am getting ready to get started here. I'm very excited. Later this week, I have a very important job interview. I'm so excited for it. I'll love to tell you about it after the fact. We'll see how it goes first, and then we will go on from there. Yes, today my shirt is actually here. I'll stand up a bit. This was from my Las Vegas family reunion, the Flying Dinosaurs in Las Vegas reunion tour. That's right. That was September of last year, I believe. And let me turn around. There we go. We got a little dinosaur on there. And actually, it's a Roadrunner because it's the most close relative in the current world to a dinosaur. That's right. The Roadrunner is the most like a dinosaur that you will find on the planet today, at least in activity. They're actually very dinosaur-like if you see them in the wild. It's really crazy how similar they are to reptiles of old. But all of that aside, the Vegas trip was amazing and a long time ago and completely not the subject of the stream. The subject of the stream is actually League of Legends. And today, we're going to try and find an appropriate match here. If you excuse my slight burpiness, I've been drinking Mountain Dew today for a change, had some pizza ordered, and now I'm all full of energy. I'm in a great mood, and we're going to get going here and see what we can see in one of these matches. So I'm going to look through the Spectate Live match here. Anything starting up soon? 5:43. We'll go with this one. All right, into the Spectate cam. Hello, everyone. There I am down at the bottom right in the live cam, so you can watch me as I commentate. Now, in this team, we have Blue as... Hey, this is ranked 5s, and not just solo queue. These are teams. LG Dint, which is LGD International, versus 5s High, Swerve in Heaven. Twitch and Leona in the bot lane for the blue team against Ezreal and Soraka. In the mid lane, we have Needly versus Katarina. Up top, we have Jace versus Kale. In the jungle, Amumu versus Nocturne. We're coming in at about the 6-minute mark here with Blue leading by 1 kill. That 1 kill is on the Needly. And who is it the death by? It was Nocturne. Wonder what happened there. Did he try to gank the Needly, or was that some jungle invade? Nobody knows because we're in the middle of a match. Now, red team and blue team are exactly equal in gold here. Red with a slight advantage. We're looking at the minion farm, and it's a little advantage to the bot lane here. Looks like the bot lane for blue is getting a little bullied. Twitch and Leona behind in CS. Well behind Ezreal, who's got 22 farm over his lane opponent. So that's where the big advantage on red team is going to start up. This early advantage bot lane is going to make it harder and harder exponentially for Twitch as long as Ezreal keeps getting that farm. Ezreal's always hard to go against in the lane, and Twitch is obviously also hard to go against. He's got a lot of damage on his poke, but if he falls behind in farm and Ezreal gets that advantage, Ezreal's going to be big trouble for him. So we're going to need to see some jungler support probably for the blue team here, or maybe mid coming down to help him out, because this bottom lane is at a poor start. We've got Kale and Nocturne going into the blue jungle. Are they going to be able to catch Mumu here low on mana? But no, he's going to go across to the mid lane. They're going to sneak up behind here. They're going to try to steal the wolves that aren't there. The wolves aren't actually there. Amumu just finished killing them. That means that they are going to sneak around and go for this Needly under the tower. Katarina is already being so very aggressive. Amumu catching her. She's baiting them in. In goes Nocturne and Kale. Amumu's going to die very quickly here. Very nicely executed bait by that Katarina. Almost dying to the Jace poke. And Jason Needly walking right into Nocturne and Kale, who are trying to withdraw from this position. Needly almost dead and out of mana, but Nocturne almost dead as well, flashing away from the Jace ball to survive that fight. Kale going right back in, popping her invulnerable, trying to get enough damage in to kill at least one of these two. Both of them so very, very low. Twitch is there to finish off Kale, though. No chance to escape, but Ezreal and Soraka right there as well. But hey, Ezreal is taking all the hits there. Soraka just got right out. and he's going to jump right over to the Barret pit, get some hits on from Dragon, and not Baron. Dragon's down in the bottom side. FilibusterFox, you know this. And that puts a 1 kill to 2, with a 2 going for the blue team. Very nicely done by the blue and the red team there, getting some action both ways. Katarina at level 7 against her lane opponent. Jace also level 7. Needly level 7 against wait, no, Katarina is level 7. Kale, the one who is actually against Jace, is level 6. In the jungles, Nocturne is level 6 against Amumu's level 6. And down bot, 6, 6, 6, and 5, with Soraka falling behind. Leona going very far in, and Twitch taking all of the damage as a result. Is Soraka not quite able to land that killing blow on Twitch. Amumu's there to help. Soraka's going to get caught out here. She's not going to be able to get the damage on to Twitch in time to kill him. She's just going to take too much damage and provide another kill for the blue team, letting the cement a nice little lead here, but it's not quite huge because Ezreal has that big gold advantage from all his farm. Katarina going right in on Needly. Needly very low, but not taking enough damage to die. Katarina being able to bully this lane at this point as a result, until Needly can heal herself right back up because she's Needly and has a very nice heal. Jace doing good damage to Kale up top. And may even get a kill here, or at least forcing Kale to blow an ult. No, neither of those happened. Just got her very low and put her in position to die very quickly in the next fight. Or just to poke her until she has to run away. Katarina staying aggressive as any good Katarina should be. Down bot, we see Twitch not quite catching up in farm to Ezreal, but it's a slightly smaller gap. Twitch with 2 kills to Ezreal's 0 now. That should bring them actually fairly close in gold counts. Ezreal with 26-25 to Twitch's 28-90, giving about 150 gold advantage to Twitch. Kale and Nocturne up top. Jace going right in on them. Red team's pinging it up. Nocturne almost going beat, but sticking around because, hey, Jace is being aggressive here. Jace continues being aggressive. His Nocturne can get some good damage on him. They may be able to pick up a kill. Well, Kale's so very low. Nocturne ults right in, way too close to Jace's tower. He's going to fear him under there, but I don't think they're going to have enough to do it. Kale's ult could have let them tank tower to get some more damage, but instead, she invulnerable herself to prevent her from dying to Jace's ball. That's right, Jason likes to throw his balls right into your face and kill you. He's doing lots of damage at midpoint in the game. Very nice harass against any low health opponent. Kale and Nocturne both forced to retreat after that. Good ult. Both ults lost in that fight for the red team. Jace just like, hey, I'm Jace. What you guys doing? Wasting your cooldowns on me and not actually accomplishing anything. Blue team looking like they want to take Dragon here with bot lane and the Amumu starting to take Dragon. Very good move on their part here. Red does not have any vision on it. They're going to know soon enough that Twitch and Leona are missing, but they're not going to have the presence here because Nocturne was just top. Kale was just top. Both of them having to go heal. With that 2 dedicated up to the top, as long as Jace is okay, that gives blue team a lot of potential to take map objectives, and they just took good advantage of that. Very nicely done for the blue team. Got Nocturne trying to sneak up into Mumu's jungles. Mumu and Nocturne going to see each other very easily here. Nocturne out of position. Easily caught between Nidalee and Amumu, who lands the Q, but hey, that spell shield from Nocturne, more than enough to let him get away. But instead he turns around and fights. Amumu a little late in the reaction to come back for that. But Nocturne very easily able to walk away from that situation. Up top, Kale trying to bully Jace, but getting bullied in return. A lot of damage. Jace doing a very good job with Kale. You have to do a lot of damage in burst and then avoid her counterattack. If you can get the damage on her, keep her low and low, wait until she is forced to blow her ult just due to your poke and burst without taking damage yourself. That is an ideal situation to be against in a Kale. There goes the ult. Now he's got the opportunity to wait for it to run out. Plenty of health to tank her attack because she didn't have an attack. She was so low she had to just try and run away, and he was able to kite her down and kill her. Very nicely done. That's exactly how you have to deal with the Kale. Get the ult blown because doing burst and harass is the way to get her down. If you're not taking the damage, she's forced to do nothing but retreat. Nocturne coming up top to clear off the minion wave so Jace doesn't take the tower. Meanwhile, Katarina versus Amumu mid as Nidalee is taking advantage of Amumu's guarding to go B, heal up, and maybe buy something or two. Let's have a look at some of the builds we've got going here. For now, we'll just focus on Soraka because, hey, Soraka. Twitch with a Vampiric Scepter, Dorn's Blade, and Berserker's Greaves against Ezreal with the same build exactly. For supports, we have Leona going right in on Soraka here, trying to get all the damage. Focusing Soraka is not the right choice, guys. She is squishy, but you're letting Ezreal kill your carry. Oh, very nice ultimate from Leona there. Soraka forced to come back in to try to save him, letting her and Ezreal die very quickly. Leona doing a good job in saving that ult, but hey, here's Katarina to finish off the bot lane, getting 2 kills with the Katarina. She's going to start snowballing a bit here, because that's what Katarina does. If they don't manage to shut her down and keep her from farming up, she's got the most farm in the game right now. She's going to be a significant threat for the red team. Top Jace once again, following the bully and weaken strategy against Kayle, doing a fantastic job against the Kayle top. Mid lane, Needly took advantage of Katarina living lane to take the tower. Yes, that tower, because Katarina was living the lane, she got to take it. Now, back to going to the builds. Up top we have Jace the Brutalizer, a Tear of the Goddess, and Boots of Speed. Interesting, I don't see a whole lot of Jace's go Tear of the Goddess, but I do like it. I like it a lot. It's very good for sustain, and turning that into a mana immune is going to give him some good damage later on. Kayle herself is going for an AD build with 2 attack speed daggers and 2 Doran's Blades and Berserker's Greaves. A lot of attack speed and some base damage there. I do love the new slashing animation on that new skin there. Very nice, but Kayle, you're losing your lane. You are 0-2-1, 96 farm to Jace's 111 farm and 1-0-1. Over in mid, we'll have a look at the build here. We see Katarina with a bit of an advantage here with the Giant's Belt, a Ruby Crystal, and the Sorcery Feds. It looks like she may be building toward a Warmogs, perhaps, here. Nice early Warmogs on Katarina is always a good thing. That extra bit of tankiness to just go in and ult so they can't just burst you down while you're doing your burst. Worry about your damage later. Get some Spell Pen, some mobility, and some defense. Needly with the Tear. Always a fantastic build on a Needly. And, of course, secure AP from the Needlessly Large. Amumu, very nice ult there, but it's not quite good. Oh, it saves Needly just barely. She's able to poke back in, but Amumu might die here. Both flashes being blown by either jungler. Nocturne is going to go down to the tower, and Katarina may be able to catch up to Needly here, but no, it's Needly. Unless Needly gets herself caught, like by doing that. Oh, very nice move, Needly. You baited her just enough to take the tower damage and your ignite. Katarina goes down without quite being able to finish Needly down. And that's going to be a fantastic play by the blue team, giving them an even more significant lead here and taking that Katarina down a peg. Twitch and Leona against Soraka Kayle. No Ezreal nearby, but that Kayle ult was very nice in killing AD carries and their supports. Soraka being the vulnerable one here with Needly and Jace all coming in to finish her off. Kayle getting caught as well. Her ult not going to save her here. It is not available, and she's going to die, almost taking 1 or 2 of them with her. But Nocturne and Ezreal on their way to see if they can finish the job. Twitch manages to be, and the rest of the team escapes. Red team does save their tower, but just takes a few kills. Blue team now with an 8-kill advantage and 5k gold lead. This is quickly going in favor of the blue team. Bit of a water break here while we follow Katarina. Oh, man, water's a beautiful thing. Katarina getting some free harass because she has no mana. She's completely out of mana. She's going to have to B to get some more mana because she has nothing to cast with. 4 from the blue team heading around, looking like they want to take Dragon. I called it Baron once again. Taking Dragon because they knew exactly when it would be back up because they took it last time. Soraka's coming to investigate, but she could end up in a lot of trouble. But no, Jace misses the shot. And they're just going to take down that, not quite take down the ward. Because Leona walked away with the oracles, but she's going to catch the Soraka. That stun is going to be enough to let the rest of the team get in range. Soraka flash, but it's going to walk right into the Leona ult for a free kill on Soraka, blowing her ult and everything she had to try to survive, but it's not going to be enough. Caught too far out of position, and enough stuns on Leona to make anyone cry themselves to sleep at night. We've got 3 of the blue team pushing up red, Red's bottom tower. Meanwhile, Kale and Nocturne split pushing up top. Katarina harassing the mid with Needly and Amumu defending, but Nocturne and Kale are going to be able to push down this tower unless Blue reacts very quickly. Jason's on his way, but he's not going to get there in time. However, they're taking an inner tower in return. Twitch and Leona being very aggressive up top, but they're pushing barely anyone in the way with 2 in the top lane. Trapped out of position, caught by Amumu. The Amumu going down. Jason and Amumu are going to be able to deal with this. Kale comes in for the kill on Kale. Nidalee comes in for the kill on Kale, and Nocturne's going to be chased down to his death. They're going to be able to push down this tower. Katarina's going to try to push down mid, but Needlee's going to be there in time. He's going to be able to force her off this tower. Katarina caught between the 3 of them, stunned by Leona, jumping to her ward to try to escape, but it's not going to be enough. Her flash not succeeding in going over the wall. So desperate there, but not quite able to get over. She is chased down and killed by the relentless Nidalee. And now we're seeing all 5 of blue team up to push multiple lanes, while only Ezreal and Soraka are left to defend. Kale does respawn now, but she's not going to get there in time to defend that mid tower unless someone gets there right now to stop it. Kale instead going top, trying to prevent Jace from pushing. For Kale, that tower is already lost. They're giving up mid tower by going to the top, but saving that top inner tower. Ezreal Nocturne pushing in on that mid lane, but they're not going to be able to do anything about it because they're too spread out. And Ezreal may get caught here by Leona. Oh, the Zenith Blade hits the stun as well. We're going to see Ezreal walk away. I was expecting him to, oh, what's that ability called anyways? Arcane Shift. That's the name of the ability I was looking for. I was expecting him to try to Arcane Shift out of there, but all he had to do was walk away as blue team left off pursuit. Oh, Katarina gets in there for a very nice hit on Jace, picking up the kill. Twitch is very, very low. He's going to get chased down by Nocturne and Kale, but instead Nocturne is going to die at the very end there. Jace and Twitch, oh, Nocturne gets away because no one chased him down. The rest of blue team going right up top for Soraka, and they're just going to get kited down. Katarina and Ezreal are all there. They're out of position. They're getting caught out, and only Amumu and Nidalee are going to escape from the situation. Bad decision-making by the blue team in that fight. They could have finished off Nocturne, made it a 2-for-1, and gotten out of the way. Instead, they chased up towards the enemy defenses, clapped into them, letting the low health Nocturne get away and survive, and basically gave up 3 for none. Katarina should be able to take a mid tower here pretty easily. Twitch and Jace won't get there in time to defend. Amumu not even trying.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
Amumu offering red buff to Twitch. Bot tower in threat to the red team's pushing minions, but it's not going to be enough to kill it. Nocturne is backing out. I need a shot of Mountain Dew here because I'm losing my steam. Ah, delightful. We'll pause for a moment to assess the farm situation between the AD carries. We have Twitch with 148 farm to Ezreal's 150. He did a good job of catching up in farm after being at that early disadvantage. Always a good sign from an AD carry. If you fall behind in farm, take advantage of it later. Your opponent starts to help his team more often. If your team can survive on their own, get some more farm. Get in the team fights whenever you can, but get that farm up and you'll be fine. Twitch has been picking up a lot of kills. It's helping him out a lot. He's going to be leading Ezreal by about, let's see, 2,000 farm. So that's a very, 2,000 gold, not 2,000 farm. 2,000 farm would be ridiculous at 22 minutes. But 2,000 gold lead for Twitch over Ezreal. And that's being a significant player in the fights ahead. Also, Nidalee 604 with 145 farm is going to be a huge threat against this red team. She doesn't scale as hard as some of the other characters in this match, but she does scale plenty fine to take advantage of speed like that. 9 kill lead for the blue team, 3 tower advantage, and a 5k gold total. Blue team losing their bottom turret to Katarina's split push. All of blue team up top are ready to dive on this tower. How are we going to see this engage? We've got red team trying to push them off the tower. Blue team just trying to poke in. Not quite engaging, but they're just poking again and again. Leona in position to engage, but red team already backed off. Meanwhile, down bot, Katarina is split pushing. She's going to do it a lot faster than blue team just poking against their enemy. No one still for the blue team going back to stop Katarina. They're going to have to be extraordinarily aggressive here in order to make this work, because Katarina is just taking towers for free. The longer they stay up top just playing with their food, the later it is going to get eaten. Very interesting phrase I just coined there. I think I like it. Blue team finally taking that inhibitor tower. Katarina taking the outer tower. The inhibitor is going to bounce very quickly because without Katarina, red team cannot counter-engage. Blue team finally leaving. Katarina's not going to have enough push time to get up to that blue tower and take it down if any of the blue team go B. In fact, she's going to have to get out of there fairly soon. But she will get some free damage down. You're going to give an early advantage to the blue team. They're now way ahead here. Sure, they lost a couple of towers that they could have prevented by being a little faster in their push, but they certainly got their act together. Oh, and the home guard boots neatly chasing Katarina out of the way. Red team going in for the Baron, now that blue has retreated. Interesting, as ult might randomly hit someone. No. Twitch the only one stopping them. Almost getting a free kill on Soraka there. But he's not going to be able to stop them from taking Baron by himself. He needs the rest of the team, and here they come. Katarina already blowing her ult. It's not there for the team fight. They're not going to be able to take down Baron without the red team, or the blue team getting in the way. Blue team does get the Baron for Twitch with the final hit on that. Kale ult went down on Nocturne, but wasn't enough to save him. Twitch getting a double kill, a triple kill on Soraka, Kale, and Nocturne. Ezreal and Katarina running for their lives, both at half health. Needly just chasing down Ezreal, who's going to arcane shift over that wall. Needly's going to try her best to chase him down. The rest of blue team's going to push up this mid tower, take it down, take that inhibitor, and try to win the game right here and right now, because that is the right decision. Katarina's not there to defend. Ezreal's having to retreat into the base to heal. Needly's just keeping him pinned down. Only one inhibitor and 2 towers stand between them and victory. Katarina back at B. Soraka's just respawned. Now is their chance. Everyone's going to be coming back on the red team now. They're going to have to engage right now in order to defend. But Amumu engages first, preventing them from coming in. Does he have his ult? Amumu, do you have your ult? No, you don't. It's still on cooldown. He can't counter-initiate here. Our team has the advantage for this fight. They're going to be able to chase the blue team out, but they can't leave for very long. Ezreal and Soraka having to stay behind to counter-farm this, to prevent that last Nexus tower from dying. If that last tower had gone down because they had chased it out. Oh, Katarina dying. Oh, and the team fight, let's go back a little. Didn't realize blue team come back. Very good move on their part. They take down the Nexus tower, forcing red to defend this, splitting them up. If all of them had chased the blue team, this tower would have gone down to minions. If all of them had stayed to farm, well, the blue team would have just left no problem. Instead, they split in half. Soraka and Ezreal staying to farm. Katarina, Nocturne, and Kale pushing on the blue team here. And we're going to see Katarina get caught here by Leona. There goes the stun, and then all of the bursts take her down before she can do anything to escape. That's going to give a huge advantage for the blue team here. They're going to be able to finish off this very low health tower. A little bit of poke to force the red team to even give up thoughts of defense. And no defense left for this Nexus. Is going to die very, very quickly. Amumu cheekily going in right next to the Nexus, trying to get a couple extra kills here. While the Nexus is still alive. Guys, you can just kill the Nexus and win. Stop playing with your dinner and eat it. Good job, guys. Down goes the Nexus. Blue team wins with a 20-7 lead. 10k gold advantage and 10 towers to 4. At the 26-minute mark, that was a dominating performance from the blue team. Red team barely stood any chance for the majority of that game. Katarina got a little ahead at one point, but then they just focused her down and she was no longer a problem. That early Warmog's not quite enough to make up for the damage that the other team was able to put out. All right, let me get something to drink. Mountain Dew. The taste of it's starting to turn against me, so I'm going to switch back to water. Much more pure a taste. Let's have a quick look at the Spectate Lives. 3 minutes in, that would be a good one to hop into. Oh, it's got... Hop in there. Anyone, my friends, let's starting match. No, they're not. Chozo sending me a message here. All right, we're going to jump right into the next match here. Let's see, 425 would be the closest one. Let's see it. Let's jump right in and get started on the next match. I'm good to go. I've had a slight drink of water here, so we're going to catch right up. I'm gonna have to drink it very quickly so I can quickly talk about the matchup here. On the blue team, we have Ezreal with Lux support. In the mid, we'll have Ahri, jungle, Nunu, and Renekton top. For the purple team, we have Kayle up in the top, Sona and Vayne in the bot lane, Amumu in the jungle, and Malphite mid. I lied. Malphite and Kayle are probably going to be reversed there. Hey, look, it's actually Amumu in the top lane. JK, JK, I joke. He is just covering it. Blue team with a 3-1 kill advantage, a 1k gold lead at the 5-minute mark. Not a great start for the red team in this situation. We're seeing the kills going to 2 for Lux and 1 for Ahri. And as soon as everyone gets back to the lanes they should be, it's Malphite top, Kayle mid. I have a sneeze coming on, so I'm going to hold my nose for a minute and shut up. Oh my, that was a good sneeze. I feel much better now. Sorry about that, everyone. And we're getting right back into the game. Sona warding up. Not quite the perfect placement for a ward, but it's a decent one. It covers both the dragon route and the tribush route, but not if they come through the lane. It's not very early warning, though. It's a kind of nice mix. If you've got one ward, it's a decent place to put it. I'd much rather have it in that tribush. But sometimes you have to make compromises, and sometimes you have to prepare for the pink wards. We've got Curse Cop right here with Yagami support. In mid, we've got Grumpy LOL and Rispers as the top. For the purple team, we have Cuckoo Puff as Malphite, Panchi as Kayle in the mid, K for Kimchi as the jungler, and Little Uber Giant and Pursue Strife in the bot lane. 1 second. So we've got little action going down in the bot lane. Lux being very aggressive with Ezreal here. Oh, Vayne trying to be counter-aggressive, but she gets exhausted, as does Ezreal. Cleansing out of it. Lux taking a lot of counter damage there, but hey, Vayne's taking a lot of damage too. Not really any advantage either way there. Slightly for the blue team in this situation, especially with a fed Lux. Hey, Ahri killing up a mid lane kill here. Let's see what happened there. That wasn't enough going back. All right, here we go. Oh, Kayle had gotten hit by the charm there, took a lot of damage, and then Ahri does what Ahri does best, jumps in and kills it. How's top lane doing? Renekton with 46 farm, 2 Malphites 30. Renekton being a little dominant up here, 16, 17 farm lead. 0 kills for either of them. It looks like Malphite is getting pretty bullied here. Amumu coming up to help. We're going to see perhaps a gank in this situation. Amumu, are you going to go in? Malphite being very aggressive, already having landed the slow. Here comes Amumu for the kill, but is he going to get there in time to save Malphite? Okay, the Renekton ult is up. He does jump right through Amumu, and he's going to try to get out of the situation. And red team just walks away. Nunu and Ahri taking up the dragon for the blue team. No ward present for the red team, so they're going to get it for free here. Nice early dragon capabilities on Nunu, thanks to Consume. And bot, we're looking at Vayne with 35 farm to Ezreal's 54. Another huge advantage for Ezreal in the situation. However, since Vayne does have a kill, that should help equalize the gold sum. 2,500 for Ezreal and 2,200 for Vayne. Everyone pretty much healed up except for Lux. Ahri and Nunu looking like they want to gank this bot lane here. Are we going to see a tower dive from the blue team in bot lane? One Mad Brad and Grumpy Lol coming in behind the tower. Lux and Ezreal doing what they can to damage. Sona might go down early here. Nunu and Ahri are on their way. Vayne gets caught very easily and dies very quickly with Grumpy taking the tower. It looks like they want to take the tower in this situation, or at least get it extremely low. Okay, not quite taking it, but certainly poking it down a lot, getting it nice and low. Tower damage, stark contrast. Red team is almost down, with blue team barely scratched. Kayle getting some damage on mid tower because Ahri's gone for a while. And up top, the red tower again with a disadvantage, just looking heavily in favor of the blue team with a 3.4k gold lead at the 9-minute mark, a 5 kill advantage, and towers much more damage than their opponents' counterparts. Nunu looking like he might give Ahri a blue buff here shortly. Sona pink warding dragon to take out the blue-pink ward. The blue-pink ward would, of course, be like a fuchsia ward or something like that, but I'm just going to go with blue-pink because that seems like a nice color combination. I guess that would be purple, wouldn't it? Blue-pink? Yeah, it's kind of a purple ward. Anyways, we'll just ignore that for now because that would confuse me with purple team's wards. and is completely irrelevant to the situation at hand. Lux coming up, looking like she's going to just regular ward Dragon Pit, even though they just killed off her ward with a pink ward. Seems like a good plan, because why not allow them to kill another ward? Vayne way out of position here. Oh, jumping right back into Lux's snare. Let's see that again in slow motion here. Alright, Ezreal coming up behind. Lux coming from the river. We'll slow this down a bit. We see Lux correctly sent. Look at this. Let's reverse just a bit here and watch this again. Alright, here comes Lux. She puts the slow ahead of Vayne. Vayne moves out of the way so she doesn't get hit with the slow. And we see Lux prior to Vayne. Vayne turns around. Lux may not have seen that yet. I may be giving Lux too much credit. They got vision a little late there, but she sent the snare back to the perfect place where Vayne tumbled right into it, putting her in a position to be killed by Ezreal and Lux very easily. Sona coming back to lane now and realizing, hey, I've got an Ahri chasing me. Mumu's in the jungle there, just chilling out. Typing or something, who knows. He was just standing there for some reason. Ahri running right into him and saying, hey, I'm 2 levels ahead of you, Mumu. I don't really mind fighting you. Renekton still being a bit of a bully top, which is surprising against a Malphite. Lux hitting all of her spells onto the weak Sona, who dies to Lux last hit there. Amumu coming in with the ultimate to stop them. He may be able to pick up a kill on Ezreal here. He's going to die to Lux in return. Just a little more damage, Lux. You can do it. There it goes. And the kill for Lux. Almost dying herself to the minions. Very close fight there. Amumu almost picking up a double kill, but only managing to kill the AD carry, and Lux gets more kills. 403 on a support. Oh my goodness, with those 2 gold per 5, you're going to have so much money, Lux. You're already up to 3,600. You're almost leading the game for kill farm. Tied with Ahri, only Ezreal ahead of you in money. That's a great situation to be in as a support, because it means, hey, I can build some damage. Or get some early boots. Good call, too. Get those cooldown boots, because, hey, you always want more cooldown on Lux. 20-second ult is a wonderful thing. Renekton and Nunu taking up the top tower here. 10-2 kill lead for the blue team. We're seeing a very dominant lead here. This may be a pretty short game if things continue at this pace. And back to the mid lane, we have Grumpy Lol against Kale once again. Kind of like his name, Grumpy Lol. It's easy for me to say and remember. It's almost easier to say than Ahri. Seems to roll off the tongue a bit better, Ahri being something I have to think about to say, whereas Grumpy Lol, I see it right there shouting at me on my screen. Seems appropriate to me because I'm quite the Grumpy Lolist. The lolly? Is that what we should call LOL players? Lollies? Yes, that would be the perfect term. Lollies. I know it's used for something else, but I think that's a great way to refer to League of Legends players. I'm gonna go with it. So Grumpy Lolly up in mid as Ahri, pushing up this red tower, trying to get the damage at least equalized, and a bit of an advantage before Amumu can get there to try to stop it. Are we going to see the Bandit Toss going, Amumu? No, you're just going to walk in and do your Tears of Ineffable Sorrow. Malphite coming in for the gank, though. We may see a lot of damage come down on this Ahri if they can land any of their abilities on her, but no. Amumu misses the Bandit Toss. Malphite doesn't get in range, and she just walks out of danger. Meanwhile, Renekton pushes up the top tower, walks in the jungle, is going to meet Malphite well out of protection of his base. Malphite's just going to start teleporting, cancel it, and walk away. Blue team with a double kill elsewhere. Let's go see what happened there. Lux, Nunu, and Ezreal all chasing down Vayne and Sona. Already low from the harass. Nunu just going right ahead and tanking the tower because why not? Oh, the Sona ult only hitting Lux. Not going to be enough to stop Ezreal from going right in while Nunu tanks the tower. Just standing there. Malphite's teleport going down and then being cancelled. Meanwhile, the double kill for Ezreal, getting him further and further ahead in this match, making him actually have more money than Lux because, hey, you could use that. Oh, some more kills going down. Let's see what was happening up top while that stuff happened bottom. Alright, so we get Ezreal's double kill, and then Kale's going in on Ahri. Renekton's coming to help. Renton, are you going to get enough damage in time? No, you're not. She's going to flash over with the invulnerability and manage to kill Ahri, but hey, your invulnerability is not lasting long enough to save you from Renekton. Renekton is going to pick up the kill on Kayle. Malphite just defending top tower. Renekton is going to be able to take this tower. Meanwhile, Amumu getting killed in bot lane between the 3 who are down there. Are they going to get him? Yes, they are. Another kill for Cursed Cop, who is going to just take down this tower if he can, while Renekton takes down mid towers. Malphite, the only one available for the red team to quickly defend here. Vayne quickly on her way bot, but she's not going to be able to stop this push if they commit to it. Renekton not quite taking the tower, but getting at least a little damage on it and making sure to take that mid-outer tower, giving them a nice 3-0 tower advantage, 11 kill lead, and an 8k gold advantage. Whew. Man, casting can be really tiring. Alright, blue team's going for the dragon. And for some reason, I feel myself possessed to zoom in on this and just look at dragon's attack animations. I mean, he's headbutting them, not quite breathing fire. He's headbutting them and then, like, blowing fire over their heads. Let's have a quick look at that again. See what I mean? Alright. No, a little further. We'll look at dragon's animation. Slow it down here. Alright. In comes the headbutt, and... Oh, no, I didn't go back far enough. Okay. Okay, dragon, show me your stuff. Headbutt, and then fire. And here we go again. Headbutt, and then fire. Yep. Unfortunately, he's not using the horny parts of his head, he's just bashing them with his lower jaw. He's like doing the exact opposite of what a boxer would do with the enemy's fist. Ahri getting a lot of damage on her from Kayle and Malphite mid, flashing behind the tower to stay safe. Not quite dying, but here comes the blue team. I mean, here comes the rest of red team. Blue team is nearby, but not actually closing in on the mid. Nunu taking up the enemy blue buff, and hey, Vayne, you're out of position. Nunu's coming to get ya. You're not gonna get away. Ezreal ult. Nunu ice balls, and here comes Ezreal to catch right on up, doing a bit more damage, and Nunu's gonna be able to kill the Vayne very easily there. Kayle to try to stop them alone. Ahri just pushing out mid, and here's the Lux in the red jungle, ready to engage this 2v3 with Sona and Kayle. Sona's easily going to die here, and this is just snowballing way in favor of the blue team. Another kill for Cursed Cop, who's just going to kill this tower, push up the lane, and they're going to have to push pressure here. Kayle chasing Ahri down once again. Ahri backing out very wisely. Amumu's coming to try to help, but I don't think he's going to get there in time to do any good. Missing the bandage toss once again. Doing a nice placed ult from Grumpy Lul, allowing Vayne, or not Vayne, but Ezreal and Lux to get a ton of damage on that inhibitor tower in bot lane. Oh, that Nunu ult, so much damage. He's going to be able to kill Kayle here. Kayle dies. He's going to chase off Amumu. And Ahri's like, oh, Nunu's got that. No problem. I'm going to go B and heal up. Hey, look. Lux got a kill too. Let's back up a bit. See what's going on in bot lane while mid was fighting. We've got an engagement here with Malphite and Vayne. But hey, look. Lux and Ezreal are a lot more fed than Malphite Vayne. Lux about to die here to Malphite, but flashes over the wall beautifully. Malphite chasing, but it's not going to be enough. Curse getting the kill after Arcane flashing over the wall, and Arcane shifting back to kill Sona. Sona trying to get the kill on Lux. You're going for it, Sona, but you're not going to get it. Oh, nice ult by Lux there. A bit risky, but it was perfectly timed. So Sona died, and she did not. 20-3 kill advantage at the 15-minute, well, the 16-minute mark now. A huge 13,000 gold lead. This game is in the bag for the blue team unless they do something horribly, horribly wrong. And with the scale of players on the team, I do not foresee that happening. Very snowballing in the favor of blue team. Fantastic play. Have a look at their items down in bot. We see Ahri building up 2 Doran's blades, or sorry, 2 Doran's rings, sorcerer's shoes, haunting guys, and a needlessly large rod. We see Ezreal with a bloodthirster, Phage, Sheen, Berserker's Greaves, and the Doran's Blade, and a ward. Hey, look at that 80 carries. A professional 80 carry player actually buying wards. You might think other people than supports should buy wards, now don't you? It's a wonderful idea for literally everyone on the team, and I mean literally, not in the figurative sense, I mean literally everyone on the team should be buying wards whenever possible. That said, Renekton, we're looking at his build. He's got a black cleaver, a sunfire cape, and shoes. What else do you need? Malphite dying to all of the blue team. Kale about to follow in his wake. Both crying. Sona and Amumu down in the bot. Sona about to die with her friends, giving the double kill to Renekton. Amumu may not be able to escape this. The exhaust went down on him. He's ulting to try to escape here. Is the charm going to land in time to get him a kill? No, he misses the charm. They're going to back right back out and take this inhibitor tower because, hey, there's only 2 of them to defend and they can easily tower dive them. And Renekton just pushing Vayne out of position. Vayne caught by the snare. Vayne's going to go down here. Renekton, go. There you go. Lux picks up the kill. And Amumu surviving, but he's completely incapable. He's impotent here. Impotent is what I rather should have said rather than impotent, although impotent is a much more interesting and fake word. The inhibitor going down very quickly to the blue team. And they're going to move right onto the Nexus towers, as any team should. Nexus towers are the most important objective to ever take in any situation, with the exception of the Nexus itself. Because since they do not respond like inhibitor towers, they're always going to be significant weakness. They basically double the effectiveness of every inhibitor you kill. That's right, 1 inhibitor counts like 2, 2 counts like 4, and 3 counts like 6 inhibitor kills. That's right, because they've only got half the defense. Vayne dying very quickly. This is in the bag for the blue team, as long as they don't all walk into the fountain and die. Here they go, killing the second Nexus tower, and they're just going to finish the game right here at the 18-minute mark. Maybe 18 minutes and 40 seconds, nay, 35 seconds. A 27-3 kill advantage, an amazing 18.1k gold advantage, and a 9-tower lead at the 18-minute mark. That is such a huge lead. Very well executed by the blue team. Hopefully anyone who plays any of those champions maybe have learned a thing or two. Great teamwork by that team as well. Very fantastic showing, and I cannot say enough. As the chat is mentioning the Amumu confusing them, yes, Amumu not quite able to land his bandage tosses ever, not quite getting any advantages in the game. Sona the only one not out-leveling him, and that's because Sona and Vayne were just getting farmed down in bot by Ezreal and Lux. Lux getting those early kill advantages, making her very strong early support. Now, that's one thing I want to point out here, and I'm going to go on a bit of a tangent here about the support and AD carry ideal in the early game. A lot of AD carry players and a lot of support players feel like if the support player is taking the kills in that early lane fight, like say you get a double kill early on and the support takes both of them at the 3-minute mark, oh my god, support, what are you doing? Give that gold to the AD carry, right? Well, no, not necessarily. Support are essential in winning lanes. Now, getting the earlier farm on the AD carry is very advantageous, but if your support gets the kills, the support gets more ahead, can get that earlier gold per 5, and be more of a dominant force not only in the early game, but the late game as well. That early game gold is so important for supports. The earlier you can get those gold per 5 items, the earlier you can get that sightstone, such like that, whatever you are building as that support, the better off your team is the long run, because once you get those items, they start paying for themselves, they start paying for rewards, and you can actually start building things. The later you get gold per 5, the later you get sightstone, that sort of thing is going to put you further and further behind in the game, and you're going to be less a part of the team as more of a hindrance to the team. Getting those early kills on the support actually shores at that early disadvantage of the support. The support can burst out those items really fast and get them done. They actually become a competent team member. It can actually be a fifth team member if the opposing support does not have the same advantages we saw in Sona there at level 7. That basically means that you've got a 2v1.5 lane down in bot, and it's a fantastic situation to have in these days. Now, it is more ideal for the AD carry to get that, but not by enough for you to be upset about it. So if you're the AD carry and your support actually gets those early kills, don't stress about it. It's going to make you get more kills in the long run. You may get those 2 early kills on your AD carry, but if your support's that far behind, it's going to be just a standard lane. But if your support gets those kills, you're going to have 2 strong damaging characters in that bot lane, as long as your support is actually able to build more damage by getting those items and be a significant force. Someone like Lux or Zyra or even Soraka, anyone with that kind of range poke. Lulu, very good. Not so much the tanky ones like Alistar. Leona, of course, is always nice because you can keep going in, but you can go in no matter what on a Leona, so it's usually better for the AD carry to get those kills. But for the supports who have that ranged poke, any sort of ranged poke, getting those early kills can be very helpful for your team. And a lot of people just don't realize how game-changing that can be to have a support with early feed and getting that gold advantage. It turns a lane so easily into favor of your team, more so than the AD carry getting those kills early on. Some people may disagree with me on that, but that's been my experience. I've played a lot of support competitively. In fact, I made my support. My AD carry never minded when I got the early kills because, you know, I was playing Soraka a lot. I usually played Soraka with my AD carry, JJ Wolf. He played Tristana a lot. Sometimes he'd play Vayne. But usually it was Tristana, Soraka would be our standard lane. And we did a lot of early damage. And sometimes I would just take the kills because, you know, bananas are OP. But when I got the early kills, we tended to do better than when he got the early kills. Because if I got that early advantage, my Soraka zoning was so strong. Soraka's zone capability is fantastic. A lot of people don't realize that about Soraka. That silence, that free harass, the bananas even. If you get that early damage build, like a Cage's Lucky Pick, and you get your Philosopher's Stone going so you can just tank them, if you get that early lead, you just stand between their minions and them and keep them from farming and getting in there. I mean, you're not zoning like a Leona who will assure kills, but you're zoning to prevent them from getting XP and farm. And the Leona is more all-in and more at risk. The Soraka is a very safe way to do that zoning, and very effective too. You can basically keep them low. Like in that first game when we had Jace versus Kayle in the top lane, the way to kill Kayle and avoid her invulnerability is to get her low bursty and avoid taking that damage back. That's how Soraka plays. You do a lot of damage, but you don't take any back. Leona goes in, both teams take a lot of damage, but Leona usually wins. Soraka, the other team takes damage, and you're just fine because you're healing it back up if you do actually take any from the exchange. And you whittle them down until they run out of potions, and you whittle them down until they die or go B. And it's a slower process to get them out of the lane than a kill lane like Leona or Taric or Alistar or who have you. But it's a very effective process, especially if that support, pokey support, gets those early kills. All right, I've ranted enough on that subject for a long time. We saw that be very successful in the game. Lux got the early kills, and then the bot lane just snowballed in favor of Ezreal and Lux. And Ezreal obviously got the kills later on because, hey, if your support gets fed, you're going to get fed as an AD carry. That's just how it works. Unless your jungler spends the entire time camping you, in which case the rest of your team is going to get fed, and you'll do just fine because your support is well off. All right, I just wanted to bring that up because that's a common misconception by a lot of people that the AD carry should be the only one getting kills in bot lane. There are legitimate reasons for the support to get the kills, and if it happens, it should be celebrated rather than reviled. All right, so we've gone for about 50 minutes now. I'm going to quick look through my friends list, see if anyone is starting anything. Oh, let's look at this Frog game. Maybe he's in the same game as Lover's X Requiem here. Let's see what's going on here. Maybe it'll be an ARAM. Who knows? Let's find out what's going on here. Looks like it's a ranked match. Everything looks pretty high. For the blue team, we have Draven in the top, Kassadin in the mid, Sona and Caitlyn bot, and Sejuani in the jungle. Not a very common sight to see. And on the bot team, we have Graves and Taric. On the top, we have York. And in the mid, we have Twisted Fate. And in the jungle, we have Vi. Our friend Lover's X Requiem is the top, and down in bottom, we've got Frog as the support, and it's Taric. Looks like they're duo queuing ranked again, trying to get over that 2,000 elo. Last I saw, Lover's X Requiem was at 1999. By the time of this game, he might actually be higher than that, but congrats to him on getting that high. It's good to see people I know succeed that well in solo queue. You may be wondering, hey, FilibusterFox, what's your solo queue elo? Well, when I left off, it was about 1,500 last season. But I never much actually solo queued. I maybe had like 20 matches altogether in ranked solo queue. I was a 5 player, and I was a 3s player whenever possible. I am not much from gold solo queue. Since Season 3 started, I've played a total of 4 games, won 2, lost 2. Decided that duo queuing with someone much lower elo than me, not necessarily the best choice. I would be better off solo queuing, but I just haven't bothered with it at all. In fact, I haven't actually played a game of League of Legends since the 21st, and this is the 28th, or 29th. So it's been 8 days since I played any League of Legends because the only time I've been on here, I've been streaming and spectating. All right, mid lane, it seems we've got 0 kills all, no tower kills yet, and a slight gold advantage for the red team. Kassadin looks like he's going in for the kill here. Jarvan's there to help. Twisted Fate trying to get away. He's turning around. He's going to get the stun and the card toss on to Kassadin. He's going to manage to pick up the kill on Kassadin here, but Sejuani is going to kill the Twisted Fate. And the first blood going to Twisted Fate. Very nice way to take advantage of a bad situation there. Managing to kill Kassadin by cutting him off from Jarvan and Sejuani long enough to kill him before dying yourself. Remember the situation, we are rooting for the red team. Oh my, let's go back and see what happened there while I was having a drink. Let's go back a little further. Okay, so Twisted Fate's about to die. Graves and Tarek both at about half health as Caitlyn and Sona are poking them down, also at about half health. It looks like they want to go in Sona, not always the wise move to go for the support. Here they go for it. Sona very, very low, but flashing away with barely any hit points left. Graves just dying to Caitlyn. Tarek trying to get the kill on Caitlyn, but Caitlyn and Sona coming back for the kill, and down goes Frog to the Caitlyn, giving a double kill for Caitlyn and a bad start for the bot lane and the red team. Altogether, this is looking good for the blue. They've got now a 600 gold lead overall. Lover's X Requiem doing a good job of harassing Jarvan because, hey, Yorick has no counters. Vi coming in to counter jungle Sejuani, or rather to gank the mid lane. Kassadin, you're in trouble. Get out, Kassadin. Here comes the pain. Vi missing the punch completely, taking some tower hits, and Sejuani coming in for the kill on Vi. Sejuani dying to Twisted Fate, trying to get to this Vi. Vi finally going down to Kassadin, but Kassadin is going to feed Twisted Fate a little bit more. Double kill to Twisted Fate, giving him a nice 3 kills to 1 against Kassadin. And he's going to get some good tower damage here as 2 of the blue team has died, and there's no one to stop him from hitting this tower. He may hit an early level 6 compared to this Kassadin, who's level 4. Twisted Fate, almost to level 6. If he gets that early advantage, he's going to be roaming a lot stronger than Kassadin. And if he gets some early kills in other lanes, his team is just going to be in a fantastic situation. Both Kassadin or Twisted Fate are both extremely good at roaming the map early, as most good mids are. Pantheon is very strong right now, partially, in fact, due to his mobility for ganking. Sejuani coming in for the gank on Twisted Fate, with Kassadin there to help. Twisted Fate is in a lot of trouble here. The slow and the silence doing so much damage, but they're not quite able to pick up the kill. Vi coming in, ready to punch that wall, and she punches it so hard in a bad position where she can't actually get over it, so she's just going to walk around to punch up some Wraiths. I like Vi a lot, but that was disappointing to see her fail to jump over that. Bot lane, we're seeing 38 farm on Caitlyn to 31 on Graves. Not too bad concerning he had a death there. He's doing a good job of trying to keep up in that situation. Sejuani coming mid once again. Twisted Fate getting another kill on Kassadin, but Sejuani's going to pick up a kill and the shutdown on Twisted Fate for a bonus 432 gold, giving Sejuani a very nice position in this jungle here. The 2-1-1. Vi looking like she wants to punch a boring rider. I almost just said something terrible about Sejuani. I do like Sejuani, for the record. I never really play her that much, but I really like to and wish I play her more. But I just never seem to actually try to. Frog taking some extra poke from Caitlyn down in the bot lane. Lover's X Requiem finally going B from top. We see Caitlyn with the Vampiric Scepter and Berserker's Treads, and Graves with Adorn's Blade, a long sword, and some wards, pots. Hey, look, it's a ward on an AD carry. Twisted Fate taking up a blue buff. Sejuani just around the corner, waiting to gank him as he comes back. But Vi's close behind. It could be a bad situation here for Sejuani. She just comes out. Kassadin's not far away, but Vi is there to help. Vi and Kassadin in Twisted Fate in a lot of trouble. He may go down to the Ignite there. Yeah, there he goes, but Sejuani and Kassadin both die in return. Twisted Fate picking up 1 kill, Vi the other. Kassadin getting the kill on Twisted Fate. Not a good trade for the blue team. Caitlyn caught in the middle between Graves and Tarek. She's going to have to back out there and be in a lot of trouble. Back she goes the safe way. Graves spotting her en route. Sona not far behind. Red team needs to be careful here. Snipes getting sniped by the sniper. Getting a little bit of kite. Never a good situation to be being the 180 carry kited in the lane instead of the one doing the kiting. Pardon. Had a very greasy pizza for dinner. Lover's X Requiem. Farming up the top lane as Yorks are out to 47 farm to his opponent's 53. Kassadin getting a blue buff. Twisted Fate having lost his. Who picked it up? Nobody has his blue buff. Just a fake ganking the bot lane. Sona going down, hitting all three of them. It's going to be a lot of damage from both teams here. But Sona gets caught by the sun. Looks like Sona's going to die in this situation, but she may be able to take Graves with her. And no, she's not quite able to do it. Twisted Fate doing too much damage to Caitlyn. Caitlyn having to run away, not quite getting the advantage. Almost getting the kill with the ult from Graves, and Twisted Fate finishing it off. And Cassidy comes in, finishing off the Graves as well. Cassidy getting pretty well fed here. Both of these mids are going to be a pretty significant threat. Twisted Fate trying to get away from Cassidy, both very low on mana, but Twisted Fate has no health left to fight with. Vi coming in by the Rays. If they can kite Cassidy into Vi, he'll be fine, but he's not going to be able to get away from here. Cassidy's going to pick up the kill on Twisted Fate here. Vi may be able to get the kill on Cassidy because Cassidy has no mana. If her ult is available, Cassidy's in a lot of trouble here. Is your ult up, Vi? No, it is not. Vi, you can do it. You can do it, Vi. Oh, he ults out of the range, and Vi's not going to pick up the kill. Not quite enough damage to take him down without that ult available. Sona and Caitlyn going to chase Vi off, hoping to catch her, but they're not going to be able to. She's just going to punch her way over a wall and get out of there through the dragon pit, most likely. Or she might just walk out. Yep, she's just going to walk out. She'll be fine. Graves going to farm mid. Tarek going towards bot lane. Going to go via dragon to ward it up. York going in and killing Jarvan. Sejuani's there to try to save him, but too late. York already got the kill. Lover's X Requiem getting a little bit ahead. Heaven time, the Sejuani coming mid, looking to gank once again on Twisted Fate, who's going to see her with the ward, but it won't matter. Cassidy has a jump, and ult from Sejuani is going to be enough to ensure the death of this Twisted Fate. Another kill for the Cassidy, who is now 5-4, to Twisted Fate 6-5, both getting a lot of kills and a lot of death. Down in the bot lane, we see some action going down. Sona getting killed to Tarek and Graves. Excuse me, once again. A 0.6k gold advantage for the red team. 10 kills all. Graves in a pretty good situation down bot with 2 kills, 1 assist, and 75 farm. To Caitlyn's 2 kills, 1 assist, and 65 farm. The 10 farm lead for the Graves. And Tarek and Graves are going to tower dive Caitlyn here. She's going to die very quickly, or is she not going to die very quickly? She's going to get away with about 125 hit points. Very nice move with that net just being enough to get away from that situation. Sejuani is going to try and defend the bot tower here. Castan was on his way too, but here comes Vi. Vi going back into the jungle. Twisted Fate going to push out the mid lane, forcing Cassidy to stay back and defend. With Caitlyn coming back up to defend this tower after Sejuani goes in. Graves and Tarek kiting her down, seeing if she can do enough damage. But here comes Vi, and she flashes into the wall. Well done, Vi. Way to fail once again. Vi not impressing me with her map mobility, both punching walls and flashing into them. Not a very good judge of distance there. But Tarek's going in, Vi's going in as well, and blue team's going to back out rather safely. Twisted Fate being very aggressive in the top lane to prevent Cassidy from going anywhere, and Sejuani's going to come in for the kill there. The Silence going to be more than enough to kill Twisted Fate right there. And York being dived by Jarvan. Jarvan not quite able to prevent the ult from going down, but York does die. His ghost is not going to be enough to save him or kill Jarvan. Down in bot lane at the simultaneous time, we're seeing a lot of engaged. Vi's coming around the backside. They're looking to close in here. Tarek is not there for the fight, though. Sona sees Vi in the bush. Grace is on the wrong side of the tower. Vi goes in, starts taking the tower right there. And the nice stun by Sona hitting both of them. Vi and Caitlyn dying at the exact same time. Kill going to Graves and the kill going to Caitlyn. Either way. Cassidy is coming in to try to finish off this Graves. Graves should be able to get away here. Come on, Graves. You can get away. Cassidy trying to come around tower to get him, but he didn't go that way. Cassidy, lick my rainbow, not quite tasting the flavors of the sun. Sejuani trying to catch up, but there's no blue buff there. Hey, look, blue buff just spawned as soon as she left. Kind of funny. Slightly poor timing, but maybe she got the reset there, so she saw what time it came up. She won't see when it goes down, though. Tarek killing the enemy pink warded dragon. And Jarvan getting some good damage up in the top here. My casting energy is wearing down somewhat. Could use a coffee for these casts, I think. One would think the Mountain Dew would suffice, but it does not. Once again, 2-kill lead going to the blue team with a 200 gold advantage. Very close match we have going here. A lot of kills all over the place and a lot of deaths for the people getting all the kills, so it's keeping itself fairly even, actually. Jarvan the only one basically ahead in the situation. And Caitlyn's going to die here to Tarek and Graves. Graves now taking the advantage. Prior to that kill, they were very equally matched in bot lane. Graves now with the slight advantage. If Sona comes out here and gets caught by the Tarek stun, she could die under tower as well. Sona, is your ult up? No, it is not. They could easily kill her under tower. Or just kill the tower with Sona there. Sejuani's coming to fight, though. Cassidy is not far behind. Red team needs to get out of here quickly. Frog getting caught by Sejuani. Saying gems are truly outrageous, but he's going to die. How outrageous are your gems if you're dying to the ganks? Blue team taking the free kill and walking away. Vi pushing out the mid lane to make sure it doesn't push up against their mid tower and giving an opportunity for Twisted Fate to go bot to carry. Blue team massing around Dragon, taking out the enemy pink ward. Constantly training pink wards at this Dragon is a pretty standard play at this point in the game. Vi planning to flip some tables on the enemy. Graves 1v2 for a bit against Sona and Caitlyn. Sona's ult is available. They could kill him under the tower here if she lands that ult. Little poke early on, and there's the ult. Nope, not the ult there. Was really expecting that, but Vi's coming up behind. Vi could cause a lot of damage here. Her ult is available, and she misses the punch. She ults Caitlyn, but Graves is too far behind. It's not going to be enough to slow her down. Oh, but she's doing so much damage by herself. The Graves ult does get there in time to kill Caitlyn, and is he going to be able to get Sona as well? No. Tower doesn't get either of them, but Sona gets away as well. Tarek's coming along. He's going to heal them up, enable them to kill this tower. Cassidon's not in a position to come help, so they can take the free tower very easily. Tarek right there, just in case anyone sticks around. Cassidon was going to go B, but sticks around because Twisted Fate being very aggressive here. Gets in with the silence, but the Ignite's going down both ways. And we may see Cassidon die here. He gets away with just barely any hit points. The Twisted Fate ults right to him. Cassidon teleports away, but is not sufficient. Twisted Fate picks up the kill. Tarek defending him against the Sejuani, trying to come in for the kill. Very nice move by LTG Frog there, getting the stun on Sejuani, preventing her from picking up the kill on the weakened Twisted Fate, who had just tower dived through 2 towers by, ulting through them. Jarvan's going to be able to take a tower up top if he chooses, but no one is nearby. He does not know that. In his low health and mana situation, he's not willing to risk it. And there comes the teleport. Is York going to get there in time? Yes, he is! He's going to get the kill on Jarvan! Very nice, very good timing, predicting that Jarvan wouldn't be indeed right there at the edge of the bush, throwing all his wraiths in for the kill right there. Jarvan completely unexpected, probably already in the buy screen, not expecting that fantastic move by Lover's X Requiem. That was beautiful. I want to watch it again. Let's see it. Let's see it. Okay, Jarvan's going B. Here comes the teleport. Jarvan's almost about done with his B, and down come the raids and stopping the teleport. Jarvan not even reacting in time to do anything. Not able to close the buy screen. And Lover's X getting the free kill. That was beautiful. I love to see it. 2 supports fighting down over Dragon, but here comes Sejuani. But watch out. Here comes Vi. She's going to flip tables on you guys. Tarek totally blocking her in, unable to walk through because Tarek stood in the perfect spot to trap her between the log and Tarek. A very nice pathing issue there. Oh, Vi landing the hit on Caitlyn. She'll be able to slow this down a lot. Vi, is your ult up? Yes, it is. Vi, ult. You got to ult quickly. They're not going to catch up. Flash in. Here you go. Where's the... Vi, why aren't you ulting? Vi, why? Oh, Vi, you could have killed her there. Well, it's still available if they come back in. Sejuani getting caught here. Caitlyn come back in. Caitlyn come back in. Vi, now's your chance. Okay, Vi, keep punching Sejuani. There you go. Ult there. Very nice, Vi. Oh, that's what I wanted to see. Vi almost died to cast in. He teleports in, but not quite enough to kill her off. What is the name of your teleport? It's Rift Walk. I'm going to start calling it as such. Jarvan catching Raze and Twisted Fate with his ult. Jarvan's going to die here to Tarek, but not before he gets the double kill on Graves and Twisted Fate. Very nice move by Jarvan. Very well worth it. Tarek dying to lick my rainbow and Kazik in the bot lane. Meanwhile, Lover's X Requiem taking advantage of everyone being bot to say, hey, I want a tower. I want a tower. Let's take it 2. How about you? What do you think? Should we take a tower? Or maybe 2? Well, not quite 2 because Sejuani's here and I'm going to leave it at half health. That's my Take 2 tower song. Bot lane pulling down the bot outer tower because they have the opportunity to. having basically won a team fight. Vi waiting far too long to use her ult on Caitlyn. Taking Caitlyn out of the fight earlier would have let them focus more on Sejuani, and they would have taken less damage in the long run. Graves was not far behind. His ult would have been able to finish off Caitlyn had Vi slowed her down enough. I disagree with how Vi saved her ult there, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. Twisted Fate ulting to help Vi take down the dragon very quickly. Sejuani's going to jump right over here. There she comes. She's going to smite and miss the smite. She's going to get caught in this situation here. Here comes the jump right back over. Not quite enough damage on her to kill her, but she did not succeed to steal the Baron. Vi did correctly smite it at the good time. Sejuani not quite able to steal it. York being dived here by Caitlyn and Jarvan. Not going to survive at all. His minion just fighting the minions, really. He's going really hard in for Caitlyn. Jarvan completely ignoring the situation, thinking that Lover's X Requiem could not do enough damage to kill Caitlyn. Looks like he was right. Rightly pushing up. Caitlyn was fine. He's going to take some golems. All his minions do a little bit of damage. Vi is there, but she's going to clear the minion wave instead of trying to take a one-on-one with Jarvan. Good call there. Jarvan is 5-3. He is a very dangerous person right now. Our blue team is all up in their jungle between bot lane and mid. Vi getting a little aggressive on Jarvan here for no good reason. We could lose this fight, Vi. Don't even try it. And that is why you should not have tried it. This is Vi very much not impressing me this game. I might even say this Vi is giving me the chills. Oh. Well, that would be a good thing, I think. But Vi isn't giving me the chills. Vi is merely disappointing me. You know, it's always an interesting feeling when you're watching a high elo match like this. You watch one of the people on, one of the characters you play, but it's not quite your main, and you know that you're better than them at that character. It may sound a little cocky. My Vi isn't fantastic, but it's better than this Vi. I, for example, know how I can jump over walls instead of jump into them. I know how I can flash over walls instead of flash into them. I also know when to ult so my team can get a kill instead of ulting late so my team gets a kill and a death or two. But that's fine. It's a much easier to commentate from a spectator's perspective than it is to make the correct decision while you're playing. And that's one thing everyone needs to bear in mind. People do make mistakes. You'll see it in pro games, but not much. That's why they're pros. They don't usually make mistakes. When they do, it's very, very rare. And it's hard to take advantage of. Caitlyn easily kiting down this Taric, trying to chase her down. Oh, the Sona ult landing. That's going to be enough to kill Frog, unless he flashes out like he did. Oh, fantastic Sejuani ult hitting everyone. Double kill for Cassidy on Taric and Twisted Fate. York picking up the kill on Caitlyn and doing his best to pick up the kill on everyone else. Sejuani right up in the mix of it. Cassidy right in there too. York finally dying to Cassidy. Cassidy getting a lot of kills in this fight. Jarvan finishing off Vi and Graves for an ace against the red team. Blue team only losing Caitlyn here. Very good team fight for the blue team. It's a bad situation for the red team. They're now at 9 kills behind from that ace there. It would have been a much less advantage had they taken another kill or two. Looks like blue's going for the Baron here. Are they going to be able to take it in time before red team gets back? They could very easily do it. We'll see how it ends up being timed. But they need to take this quickly before red can react. If red gets the jump on them before they finish, they're going to do a lot of damage to be able to kill this team. Twisted Fate ulting in. Not quite getting the kill. Sejuani finishing off the dragon, but Cassidy very low. Of course, he is alone, so he's not able to do anything about them being low. They're just going to run back and be, and it's going to make purple team have a very difficult situation. Bear in mind that whenever I say red team, I mean purple team, because they're actually purple, but they all look red in this. So we'll just go ahead and say both interchangeably, as I have been doing. 22 minutes in, we're seeing a 3k gold advantage for the blue team with a 9-kill lead. A slight tower disadvantage by 1. All 3 outer towers on the blue team are dead. Only 2 for the red team are dead. This mid tower hanging on with less than half of its life. And I get a moment to catch my breath as blue team pushes up to kill this mid tower because they have Baron buff, so why not? Graves too close, getting caught by Jarvan and dies almost instantly, giving red team an even harder situation here. Sejuani hitting the ult on Taric and York. Tarek going down very quickly. York soon to follow. Everyone's dead for the blue team. Once again, 3 dead already for the red team. Blue being able to take down yet another tower and maybe even an inhibitor tower because they've only got 2 defenders left to fight this. Sejuani and Cassidy going right in on Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate dies as well. This could be the end of the game for the red team. Losing the team in a stagger like that, this is going to give them a free inhibitor. There's no chance to defend this inhibitor at all. Blue team's going to have free inhibitor here. They may get aggressive, push up for a Nexus tower, or they may split out, push, get another lane pushed up to the inhibitor, maybe take down an inhibitor tower. Probably not quite. But they can at least get an inner tower here. Oh, Cassidy going right in. Graves dying again almost instantly. The Cassidy burst and Sejuani follow up, keeping him in range. Caitlyn tried to ult him, but it didn't go off in time to actually get into the fight. They're going to keep this pressure on the Nexus tower. With Graves down, they can be very, very big bullies here with their Baron buff. They're going to take down at least one of these Nexus towers in the situation. Our team has to quickly counter-engage. Here comes Twisted Fate with Home Guard boots, but he's not going to be able to do enough damage here. Jarvan does get caught by control, but so does Tarek. Tarek dying very quickly, and this is not looking good for the red team. Looks like they are going to pick up a loss here with all of blue team still alive. Red team losing one of their Nexus towers. With 1 inhibitor down, this is a deadly, deadly situation for them to be in. That gold advantage getting more and more advantage. Twisted Fate dies. They're going to pick up a Jarvan kill here, maybe. Oh, no, Jarvan gets away. Vi dies instead. York having to run away. Graves getting caught again. If he's stuck here for too long, he's going to die. There he goes. The Graves goes to dying very quickly. York giving his life to save the real Graves. But hey, that Nexus tower goes down. There's nothing left to defend here. Blue team able to just keep Snipes and Frog in the base. GG for the blue team with an 18 kill lead at the end there. A 9k gold advantage and a 7-3 tower advantage. We saw a very, very close match in the first 15 minutes or so in that game. But then blue team started winning those team fights. And then it just became dominant in favor of the blue team. Once they got that Baron buff. Well, once they got that ace and then turned it into a Baron buff. It just turned the control of the game over to the blue team, and red team lost any semblance of chance. They got caught out a couple of times there. Graves getting caught very early onto that tower. Jarvan just able to go in and kill him, and that just goes to show, do not make the mistakes, do not get caught out, and do not die when your team has a close game, because if you give up that advantage or even the closeness, you're going to quickly snowball the other team and have a very difficult situation to run back from. All right. So it's been an hour and 15 minutes about for the stream. I'm going to wrap up here very shortly here. Someone in the chat asks, what are Berserker treads? Did I say that? Is it Berserker Greaves? Whatever, you know what I say. Treads, Greaves, boots, I don't care what they're called. You know the Berserkers. They're the attack speed ones. Stop being a smartass. All right. Are there any questions from the chat? From the live chat today? Hello, any questions? Any questions? We'll wait on the response from the live stream. Meanwhile, currently on sale are the Vandal, Twitch, Vandal, whomever has Vandal skins. All the Vandal skins are on sale this weekend. So if you like those skins and have the RP handy, go ahead and pick them up. I did already, but that's because I buy literally everything that goes on sale now because I've run out of stuff I actually want to buy. And for some reason, I can't stop putting money into this game. Okay, the question was, why no play more games with me? Well, the reason for that is that I literally have not played a game on this since the 21st of January because I'm either streaming it, or I'm working, or I'm relaxing after work and before bed and after streaming this. Having a set schedule for streaming every day, and then, of course, working 9 days straight will give you very little time to actually play matches of this. We'll be playing more matches, and at some point you may see me streaming matches that I'm playing instead of just commentating. But the main goal of this is to provide an analytical point of view in the game as opposed to me raging over the fact that I am terrible or my team is. Alright, everyone. Well, I hope this has been at least a little educational to you in any way, or at least entertaining in the very least. My name is FilibusterFox, once again, in case you did not figure that out from any part of the video. My channel is at twitch.tv/FilibusterFox or youtube.com/FilibusterFox. You can see the videos on demand at either of those if you want to catch up any episodes you missed or watch anything you've seen. And the live show comes on every day, midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific, at twitch.tv/FilibusterFox. That's every day. One of these days here shortly, you may see me streaming some Dungeon Land because I got to play a little bit of that when it released today. And oh my goodness, what a fantastically fun game if I'm the DM, because I'm an evil bastard and I love to see my friends suffer. Once again, this has been FilibusterFox. Thank you for watching. I very much appreciate it. Please leave comments, like or dislike if you prefer. Favorite and subscribe to me on either Twitch TV, YouTube, or all of the above. You can like me on Facebook. Those links are generally available on my YouTube channel, or you can just go to facebook.com/FilibusterFox. You may see a trend in that you see a website, you type in /FilibusterFox, and it's probably me. You can do it Twitter, you can do it at Facebook, you can do it YouTube, you can do it at Twitch TV, Justin TV, any of those. Take your pick. It's all the same. Just /FilibusterFox and you'll find me. No one else really uses that name, it seems, and lucky for me too, because who would do that? If they did, I might have to change my name to Parliamentary Procedure or some such thing like that. And who would want that? Because FilibusterFox is such a fantastic name. Oh, once again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.